The person you love opened up to their brother about you for the first time. And then their brother shouted, "You, my beloved child, before you do anything else, listen carefully. Don't skip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you." The person you love reached a moment they could no longer keep hidden inside. For the very first time, they looked into their brother's eyes and whispered your name. Silence filled the room. A heartbeat later, their brother stood up so suddenly that even they were shocked. Then, with a voice filled with disbelief, he shouted, "You." Those unfinished words froze everything. What he realized in that exact moment was something your loved one never expected anyone to understand. The truth was far greater than a simple confession, and what happened next began changing everything behind the scenes. No one else knows this, but their brother had quietly noticed small details long before this conversation ever happened. The way your name changed their expression, the way they smiled without realizing it, the way they became silent whenever someone mentioned the future. Every hidden sign suddenly connected like pieces of a forgotten puzzle. Don't skip, because the next revelation explains why that single shout carried more meaning than anyone in the room could understand. Your loved one tried to stop the conversation, but it was already too late. Once the truth started coming out, there was no turning back. Right now, there is one missing piece that has not been revealed yet, and it is the reason this story is becoming unforgettable. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Their brother's unfinished sentence was not about doubt, it was about discovering something that had been hidden for far too long. Before another word could be spoken, someone unexpected stepped closer, and the entire atmosphere changed. What that person said next made everyone fall completely silent, and that moment is where the real story begins. A quiet voice suddenly broke the silence, and every eye in the room turned toward the doorway. The person standing there had heard just enough to understand that your name had changed the entire conversation. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Their brother slowly took a deep breath and said, "I finally understand why you've been different these past few weeks." Those words made your loved one lower their head, because the feelings they had worked so hard to hide were now impossible to deny. The room became so still that even the smallest sound felt louder than ever. Their brother wasn't angry. He wasn't disappointed. Instead, he revealed that he had been quietly watching everything from a distance. He had noticed the late-night smiles, the moments of deep thought, and the way your name always brought a different light into the conversation. Every hidden emotion suddenly made perfect sense. But before anyone could respond, he shared one unexpected detail that left everyone completely speechless. Your loved one looked up with eyes full of surprise, wondering how so much had been discovered without a single word being spoken. Don't skip, because the biggest revelation has still not arrived. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Their brother slowly reached into his pocket, smiled in a way no one expected, and prepared to reveal something he had been keeping secret for a very long time. The moment that secret came out, nothing between them would ever feel the same again. Everything stopped the moment their brother opened his hand. It wasn't a dramatic object or a grand surprise, it was something far more powerful. A small folded note with your name written across it. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your loved one's face changed instantly. They had never shown that note to anyone, yet somehow it had found its way into their brother's hands. For a few seconds, nobody spoke. The silence itself felt louder than words. Their brother smiled gently and said, "I never opened it, because I wanted you to decide when the truth should be revealed." Those words lifted a weight your loved one had carried for so long. They realized they no longer had to hide what was in their heart. But just as they reached for the note, their brother quietly added, "There's one thing you still don't know." That single sentence changed the entire direction of the conversation and brought back the suspense that everyone thought had ended. Your loved one slowly looked up, waiting for the next words with a racing heart. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Their brother took one careful step closer and revealed that someone. A slow breath echoed through the room as the unexpected person finally stepped forward. No one had noticed they were listening from the very beginning. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They looked directly at your loved one and quietly said, "I knew this day would come." Those simple words carried a weight that no one could ignore. Even their brother stood completely still, realizing this story had been unfolding much longer than anyone had imagined. Your loved one could hardly believe what they were hearing. Every hidden emotion, every unanswered question, and every silent moment suddenly began connecting together. Then the unexpected person revealed something that sent a wave of surprise across the room. "The first time I heard your name, I knew it wasn't just a passing thought. I saw a future in the way they spoke about you." Those words left everyone speechless. The brother slowly nodded, as if confirming a truth that had finally found its moment. Before anyone could respond, a soft sound came from another room. Everyone turned at once. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. A sealed envelope rested on the table with your name written across the front. No one knew who had placed it there or what message it contained. As your loved one reached toward it with trembling hands, the room fell completely silent, because whatever was inside that envelope was about to reveal the biggest secret of them all. The envelope rested untouched for a few seconds, yet it felt as though time itself had stopped. Every heartbeat seemed louder than the last. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your loved one slowly picked it up, but before they could break the seal, their brother whispered, "Once you read this, nothing will ever feel the same again." Those words filled the room with anticipation, making every pair of eyes lock onto that mysterious envelope. With careful hands, the seal was finally opened. Inside was a single handwritten page. Your loved one scanned the first few lines, and their expression changed completely. Their eyes filled with surprise, then relief, then quiet happiness. They looked toward their brother as if searching for confirmation. He smiled and gently nodded, silently telling them that the message was real. But the final sentence on that page was still unread, and everyone sensed that it carried the greatest revelation of all. Just as your loved one prepared to read the last line aloud, a sudden knock echoed through the house. Everyone froze. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. No one had expected another visitor at that exact moment. The brother walked toward the door, paused with his hand on the handle, and softly said, "If it's who I think it is, then everything we've discovered today is only the beginning." The door opened slowly, and every breath in the room seemed to pause. Standing outside was someone no one expected to see that day. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The visitor looked directly at your loved one, smiled softly, and said, "I've been searching for the right moment to tell you the truth." Instantly, their brother stepped back, as if he already knew what was about to be revealed. The atmosphere became so quiet that even the smallest movement felt unforgettable. Your loved one listened carefully as the visitor continued, "The story you believe is only half of what really happened." Those words sent a wave of surprise through everyone present. The brother nodded without saying a single word, confirming that this hidden truth had been protected for a long time. Every unanswered question suddenly felt closer to an answer, yet one final mystery still remained. Why had everyone waited until today to reveal it? Then the visitor slowly reached into a pocket and placed a small key on the table. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This key doesn't open a door, the visitor whispered. It opens the final piece of the story. Your loved one stared at it in complete silence, but before anyone could ask another question, the visitor revealed that the place this key belonged to was already waiting, and what would be discovered there could change everything forever. The small key remained in the center of the table, yet no one dared touch it. Every glance returned to it as if it carried years of unanswered questions. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The visitor quietly said, "This key belongs to a place where one promise has been waiting in silence." Your loved one exchanged a look with their brother, and for the first time, both of them realized they had been following the same story from different paths. Without another word, they followed the visitor to a quiet place that had been locked for a very long time. As the key turned, the old door opened with a soft sound. Inside, there were no treasures or dramatic surprises, only a carefully protected box resting on a wooden shelf. The visitor smiled and whispered, "Everything you've been searching for begins here." Your loved one reached toward the box, but their hands paused just before touching it, sensing that whatever was inside would answer The journey ended in front of an old wooden chest resting in a quiet corner where no one had looked for years. Every step toward it made the silence feel heavier. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your loved one held the key with trembling hands while their brother quietly whispered, "This is where every unanswered question finally finds its answer." The lock turned with a soft click, and for a moment, no one dared to lift the lid. When the chest slowly opened, there were no treasures inside, only carefully protected memories. Letters, small keepsakes, and one sealed page resting at the very top. Your loved one recognized the handwriting immediately and froze. Their brother looked at them with a gentle smile and said, "I hoped one day you would be ready to see this." Every heartbeat grew faster as they unfolded the page, knowing these words had been waiting for this exact moment. The first sentence brought complete silence to the room. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Before the final line could be read, a tiny photograph slipped from between the pages and landed on the floor. Everyone stared at it in disbelief. What appeared in that picture connected every mystery from the beginning of this story, and the truth hidden behind that single image was even more shocking than the letter itself. The photograph rested on the floor, and for several long seconds, no one moved. Your loved one slowly picked it up, their hands shaking with anticipation. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As they turned the picture over, they discovered a handwritten message on the back. It wasn't long, but every word carried incredible weight. When the right moment arrives, you'll finally understand why this path was never an accident. Their brother closed his eyes for a moment, as though he had been waiting years to hear those words spoken aloud. Your loved one looked from the photograph to the letter, realizing both had always belonged together. The visitor quietly explained, this picture was never meant to hide the past. It was meant to prepare you for what comes next. Suddenly, memories that once seemed ordinary began fitting together perfectly. Every coincidence, every delay, and every unexpected meeting now felt like pieces of a much larger story. But before anyone could celebrate the discovery, their brother noticed something hidden beneath the photograph that no one had seen before. Slowly, he lifted a second folded page from the bottom of the chest. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Across the front, only 3 words were written, read this last. The room became completely silent once again. Your loved one reached for the page, but the visitor gently whispered, once those final words are revealed, there will be no more secrets left between you. Everyone held their breath as the page began to unfold, and the first line instantly changed the meaning of everything that had happened so far. The final page unfolded slowly, and every eye remained fixed on the words written across it. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your loved one read the first sentence in complete silence, then looked at their brother with eyes filled with disbelief. The page didn't reveal a hidden secret about the past, it revealed a decision that had already been made. A decision quietly protected until the perfect moment arrived. Even the visitor smiled, knowing this was the turning point everyone had been waiting for. Their brother gently stepped closer and said, now you understand why I shouted your name that day. It wasn't because I was surprised, it was because I finally saw how deeply this story had already changed your life. Those words filled the room with an overwhelming sense of peace. Every unanswered question, every strange coincidence, and every unexpected clue suddenly made perfect sense. Yet one final surprise remained untouched, waiting just beyond that moment. As your loved one carefully folded the page, a soft sound came from outside the window. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They looked outside and noticed a small package resting at the front door with no name except yours. No one knew who had left it or when it had arrived. The visitor quietly whispered, everything until now has only prepared you for what's inside. Your loved one walked toward the door, reached for the package, and the moment their fingers touched it, the story entered its most unforgettable chapter. Your loved one held the package for a long moment without opening it. It felt strangely familiar, as if it had been waiting to reach this exact moment. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Their brother quietly said, "Whatever is inside has been protected for a long time." The visitor nodded in agreement, and together they watched as the ribbon was untied. Inside was a beautifully folded letter with one simple line written across the front. "Open only when your heart is ready." With a steady breath, your loved one unfolded the letter. The message. Just as your loved one lowered the letter, a quiet smile appeared that no one had seen before. It wasn't a smile of surprise, it was the smile of someone who had finally found the missing piece of their story. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Their brother stepped closer and softly said, "Now you understand why I never tried to stop you. I was waiting for you to discover this truth on your own." Those words filled the room with a calm that replaced every doubt. The visitor then pointed toward one final envelope resting beneath the letter. It looked ordinary, but everyone sensed it carried extraordinary meaning. Your loved one slowly opened it and found a single card with only one sentence written across the center: "The next step has always belonged to you." Silence returned once again. Every clue, every conversation, and every hidden message had led to this simple realization. Nothing had been random. Every moment had been preparing them for this choice. As they turned the card over, another handwritten note appeared on the back. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. It read, "When the final truth is spoken aloud, every unanswered question will finally disappear." Your loved one looked at their brother, who quietly nodded toward a closed door at the end of the hallway. Behind that door waited the last voice in this entire story, and the words spoken there would bring every mystery to its unforgettable conclusion. Your loved one walked slowly toward the closed door, every step echoing through the silent hallway. No one tried to stop them. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Their brother remained behind with a quiet smile, while the visitor simply whispered, "Everything has led to this moment." With one deep breath, the handle turned, and the door opened just enough for a warm light to shine through. A familiar voice softly said, "I've been waiting for you." Inside the room, there was no crowd, no celebration, and no grand display, only a peaceful space where every hidden feeling could finally be spoken without fear. Your loved one stood still as the voice continued, "The story was never about secrets. It was about finding the courage to reveal what has always been true." Those words brought complete silence. Even their brother lowered his head, knowing the final answer had been closer than anyone realized. Every clue, every letter, and every unexpected turn had pointed toward this single conversation. Then the voice placed one last folded page into your loved one's hands. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Across the top, only one sentence was written: "The final message changes everything." Before anyone could read it, a gentle breeze swept through the room, closing the page once again. Your loved one looked up with determination, knowing the very last revelation was only one step away, and when those final words were finally read, this unforgettable journey would reach its incredible ending. Your loved one slowly unfolded the final page once more. The room became so quiet that every heartbeat felt louder than the last. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The first line read, "If you have reached this moment, it means fear no longer controls your heart." A wave of emotion filled the room. Their brother closed his eyes with relief, because he knew the journey of silence had finally come to an end. The next words revealed the truth everyone had been protecting. It was never about hiding your name. It was about waiting until every doubt disappeared and every question found its answer. Their brother looked at your loved one and gently said, "The day I shouted, 'You!' wasn't because I was shocked. It was because I realized you had found someone who changed you for the better." Those words lifted every remaining mystery. The visitor smiled quietly, knowing the story had finally reached the truth that had been waiting since the very beginning. As the final sentence came into view, your loved one took one deep breath before reading it aloud. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The message simply said, the greatest chapter of this story doesn't begin with what was hidden, it begins with what you choose from this moment forward. The room fell into peaceful silence, but just outside the window, another unexpected sign appeared. One last surprise that no one had noticed before, waiting to bring this unforgettable journey to its perfect ending. The sunlight slowly touched the window, revealing the final SERP.